Hi everyone, welcome back to Cheese and Turtles. My name's Imogen. In today's video, I'm talking about attachment styles and how learning my attachment style improved my life. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. Wow, the camera is wonky. Sorry guys, just a sec. Is that better? I don't know, is that better? That looks better to me, I'm not sure. I don't know, sometimes these things bother me. All right, so let's talk attachment styles. I learned in therapy that attachment styles are a thing. Now, what do I mean by attachment styles? Attachment styles dictate, or they don't dictate, they kind of explain how you interact in relationships, in friendships, in social interactions in general, and how you get attached to people. So there are 4 different types of attachment style. The anxious attachment style, the avoidant attachment style, the anxious avoidant, which is a combination of the two, and the secure attachment style. So secure attachment style is the only healthy attachment style. The others need some work, okay? And I have an anxious attachment style. So what that means is basically I get very sort of, I need a lot of reassurance, and I can get very overthinky when it comes to my relationships, and it tends to be difficult to like reassure me enough. And these attachment styles are often formed in childhood and have a lot of like stuff to do with, you know, experiences that you had in childhood, any trauma that you might have, okay? So yeah, knowing this has kind of helped me communicate what I need better to people in my life. So whether that's in a platonic context with my friends, in a romantic context, in my dating life. So knowing this really helped me communicate what I need. So it also helped me learn how to reassure myself. So now that I know that I have an anxious attachment style, I'll know that, you know, whenever I feel, oh, you know, this person doesn't really like me, that's actually my attachment style talking. And because it's not a secure attachment style, it means that I have some work to do, and it's not necessarily like my problem. And I think this also links to the fact that I have anxiety, obviously. So those two things are absolutely linked. Just as a quick sort of rundown on attachment styles, as I understand them, anxious attachment style is very much to do with like overthinking and wondering if people like you and needing a lot of reassurance. Avoidant attachment style leads you to feel suffocated by a lot of affection and worrying that people are going to curtail your freedom. An anxious avoidant attachment style is a combination of the two. And then a secure attachment style is very much about having a healthy relationship and not feeling like you're going to be suffocated, not worrying that the other person's going to like you, and being able to engage in friendships and relationships generally with a very sort of healthy and moderate kind of approach. So that's kind of what each attachment style is, and better people than I, more informed people than I, have written extensively about it. So if you're interested, you can go and read more online about it. But other things that knowing my attachment style have helped me with, I learned how it linked to other issues in my life, like my anxiety and my tendency to people please. So apparently, I did not know this before, but people pleasing is a common anxious attachment style thing to do. So when you have an anxious attachment style, you want to keep people around at all costs. And if someone, you know, someone rejects you or someone leaves you or you feel a sense of abandonment, that is like the end of the world. Like it feels really, really, really scary. And so this absolutely fed into my sort of tendency to be a massive people pleaser and to literally do anything to sort of make sure that people liked me and people stuck around, because I felt that if I felt a sense of abandonment, that I deserved to be abandoned and that it was my fault for not having tried hard enough to like make the other person happy. So that was 50 like times more crazy than I expected, and it was really fucked up. And learning those links between my attachment style and my anxiety and my people pleasing really helped me understand that this is just kind of as part of my trauma essentially, and it kind of linked very heavily to how I relate to other people. So learning that was a massive help, because it gave me a sort of tool to understand my reactions better. And finally, it also helped me to work towards a more secure attachment style, because before I understood about attachment styles, I kind of didn't really know how or like what I was supposed to do to change how I related to other people. So self-awareness is always the first step towards change. And I think understanding your attachment style and how it relates to other people, to your relationships, is a really useful tool to help you understand and take the first step towards actually changing that and towards becoming a more secure person. And once you understand why your reactions are the way they are and what tendencies you have in friendships and relationships, you can often stop self-sabotaging as well. Because I would tend to think, for example, you know, if someone didn't give me enough reassurance or attention, I'd be like, oh, they hate me. And then I'd sabotage that relationship because I felt that they hated me, even though there was no actual, like, basis in fact for that. So now I've learned to be like, okay, I feel like they hate me, but I think that's just because my avoidant attachment style is making me crave reassurance, and for whatever reason, you know, maybe they're busy, they're not giving me reassurance, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that they hate me, it's just my avoidant attachment style talking. So once I knew that, I was able to stop self-sabotaging in relationships and friendships, and instead of like pushing that person away, I learned to deal with it myself and be like, you know what, I'm not going to sabotage this relationship just because I have anxiety or because I have this anxious attachment style. Instead, I'm going to work through it in a mature manner and understand that this isn't their fault and it's not my fault, but I need to stop it coming between us. So yeah, it helped me work towards a more secure attachment style, and that's something that I'm continuing to work on. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about attachment styles and whether they have been helpful for you. If this video is helpful, I would love it if you would subscribe, give me a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye!